The holy city, in the Kadachuan area before and after being called Srivijaya, in Kodo Kampar 13 district, Riau province, was bordered by an earthen fort embankment as high as 2.5 meters, surrounding the area of Pusat Puja. During the pre-Islamic era this area was called Mongtakui, later became Muotakui, and now published as Kandi Muaratakas. There were no Hindu Buddhist missionaries preachers who were born in pre-Islamic India who went to the archipelago, and all the native sites and teachings of the archipelago were not based on both, but underlies the birth of these two teachings. This is the Dharmic original that Sariputra brought birth. Svarnadvipa to India. Svarnadvipa, Indonesia, not India, is the starting place of learning resources for the principal principles of Dharma Dhamma, and these are the figures of the previous Indonesian sons in the period before the birth of His Excellency Siddhartha Gautama, the pioneers who brought Dharmic to the land of India, including Filled Circle Sanjaya, Filled Circle Sariputra, Filled Circle Dharmadasa, Filled Circle Dharmapala, Filled Circle Suvarnaksa, Filled Circle Madgalyayana, Filled Circle Svarnadvipa Dharmakirti Kri Janayasa or Dapunta Hyang. Sariputra is a son of the archipelago who made the beginning of the birth and development of the teachings of Buddhism in India, and the period after that was Atisa Dipamkara Shranyana, 12 years studying here with Guru Svarnadvipa Dharmakirti, who later pioneered the birth of Tantrayana in Tibet. The village where Sariputra was born from a mother named Sari or Sarika Rupasari, in the Fahian version of Bimbisara is Pian Po So Lo in Malacca village. In this, Mo Tu Lo, area is Malacca. At Ma Leu, by the river, Panisan, near the village of Tanjoang, 13 Kodo Kampar, when Corn de Groot 1858 came here and called it Jandi City. The Fahian travel book or Faxian 399 and 412 AD, a translation of the original Chinese writing by Samuel Beale 1884, wrote, Fahian 337422 ad lived in Chang'an, starting from 399 to 412 AD, departing from Chang'an, crossing Lung. After crossing the Indus, the distance across the southern Indian Sea is 4 to 5 million li, until anchored in a flat land without a valley. There is a river, going to southeast direction less than 80 yojana. We passed many temples with a number of priests in them. After passing this place, we came to what is called Mo Tu Lo. Following the river, Pu Na, right and left there are 20 sangharamas with 3,000 priests. The climate here is evenly warm without snow. The people are very rich. There are no taxes or official restrictions. All over the land people don't kill poultry, doves don't drink wine, they don't eat garlic, don't raise pigs, don't drink wine. The chiefs build Sangharama, for priests go west to arrive at the village Na Lo. This is the birthplace of Sariputra, therefore a tower has been erected. Upatisa village, known as Nalaka, lived a very intelligent young man named Sariputta whose mother was Sarika Rupasari. Because of his mother's name he was called Sariputra. His father was Mathara, a Brahmin surnamed Durganaka. Because he was the son of the village leader, he was also sometimes called Upatisa. At the place of the priests, there was a Sangharama built. Here they made a tower to honor Sariputra, Mudgalaputra, also to honor Abhidharma, Vinaya and Sutra from east to west 5 or 6 li, from north to south 7 or 8 li. Here Sariputra and Mudgalyayana first met as Pahit as well as Nirgrantha. From the south of the city proceeding south 4 li, we enter a valley situated between 5 hills, completely encircling like a wall. This is the site of the old city of King Pian Po So Lo. This is the location that was seen and recorded by Fahian or Faxian 399 and 412 AD, written in his travel book. An earthen fort embankment as high as 2.5 meters, surrounding the area of Puja Center. During the pre-Islamic era this area was called Mongtakui, after which it became Muotakui, and now published as Muaratakas Temple, is the holy city, in the Kadachuan area before and after called Srivijaya, in 13 Kodo Kampar district, Riau province. The stone fence surrounds the central area of the puja, 50 centimeters wide in the pre-Islamic period above the heads of adults, serves to cover the ritual procession of Prasawiya Pradaksina Tawaf as well as the graduation and coronation ceremonies of Reshi and the Datu, which took place in the Pusat area. Puja Center, as the background of the old temple, located at the front of the old temple, wide according to the size of the old temple, the length is in the direction of the current state of the paving block. Walking 1 mtr into the outer side there are 3 stair traps with poles at the end of the lower stairs and the background area made of stone arranged. The background floor material is natural stone with a square shape arranged according to the size of the stone evenly, with the level of the floor surface parallel to the base of the body of the Tuo temple podium. At present the background of the Tuo temple cannot be seen because it is buried under the ground. In the middle there is a mound of earth similar to a small hill. This is the place for the representatives or envoys of the Datu to negotiate with the Kola thieves, but these messengers were slaughtered in this area, which is directly buried in the ground above the platform, currently published, misguided, as a cremation place. The background of the Malagai Stupa temple, made from the same base as the background of the Tuo temple, the size of the youngest temple, currently the Bungsu temple, was built in the 5th century by Shanghyang Datu Kumarwadewa, or shortened by the name, Kilawarman, building the youngest temple for his grandmother on the background of the Malagai Stupa temple was completed in the 6th year. The stone where the urine, in the form of a large intact round stone about 1 square meter, the top is in the form of a small hole, with a gap pointing downward. This stone in the pre-Islamic era was in front of the old temple on the back side of the left side of the corner. Now it is above the background of the old temple on the right side of the temple Malagai Stupa, not in its original position in pre-Islamic times. The back of the Malagai Stupa temple outside the main fence of the center of the puja, is a gathering place for elephants. F.M. Schnitger, Dutch scientist, conservator of the museum at Palembang in 1935, exploring the Muaratakus forest, he witnessed a phenomenon occurring at the Muaratakus site, Kampar Riau Svarnadvipa, Indonesia. Movement of walking around the object. This is done by Gajah, without being controlled by humans. To the west on the right side, if we face the old temple, the area currently has a road to the river, 80 meters from the center of the puja. There is a large floor platform made of natural stone with a square module measuring approximately 20 centimeters 45 centimeters wide, approximately 30 meters by 80 meters. On the west side is a building called Balai Mabau, serves as a place for deliberation and gathering of reshi and figures who are in charge of courts, or balai to convene. This building is related to the area where execusi, or the execution of punishments according to the law in force during the pre-Islamic period at Kadatuan before it was called Srivijaya. This location in the eastern part of the site is still in the complex inside the ground embankment area. On the back side of Balai Mabau, there is a building for a female character named Gama. In the back direction approaching the river or the bathing place of the Brahmin before crossing the river in the direction of the front of a large and tall building there is a temple-shaped site made of red bricks called Tara Temple. There were no Hindu, Buddhist, missionaries, preachers, who were born in pre-Islamic India who went to Sumatra, and all the original sites and teachings of the archipelago were not based on either of the two, but the teachings depicted on the site and until now are perfectly preserved. In Bali is the basis for the birth of the 3 teachings of Hinduism, Buddhism and Jainism in India. This is the Dharmic original that Sumatran-born Sariputra brought to India. This location has been visited, seen, recorded by Fahi and Erfaxian 399 and 412 AD. By Santo Saba. Exploration and Reset. Zoom discussion forums and PDF ebooks. Was apt to 0813-2132-9787.